Date was mid. Here's what I did next. Early on this first date, I knew it wasn't gonna work. This was a very interesting one. A person who had said that they were a different age than they were on their profile. A lot of the times when you see dating profiles, like on Bumble, Hinge, Tinder, or whatever the case is, they don't appear as they always do. This person was actually 55, but said that she was 34. And it was interesting when I had met her because she comes about maybe 40 minutes late to the date. We are in a small, cozy Mexican restaurant in Bellevue. I had ordered some Mexican food at the time. I had messaged her about ordering the food, and then she was like, okay, cool, you know, we're messaging on the app, so we don't have our phone numbers yet. But we're messaging on the app, and we're like, okay, cool. I'm like, fine, you know what? I don't like to go too late to things. I go to work 45 minutes early. I go to dates maybe 20 minutes early. I just want to relax, say hi to the wait staff, kind of calm the nerves down a little bit. I always catastrophize. I think it's not going to go well, so this is the pre-date ritual. And then I'm studying, reading jokes, like literally studying jokes. I've done 3 audiobooks on how to make people laugh. And then I have these meditations that I'm doing in between just to calm myself down. But when it comes to emotions, emotions are high no matter what. So this person comes in, sits down, very out there, very energetic. I think I'm energetic. I think I have a lot of energy. Sits down, for some reason, right away, tells me that she's 56, 57, or whatever the age is. Looks really good for her age on her profile. I don't remember the exact age. It was a pretty phenomenal difference. I don't know why she said that initially. As I said, she looked good. She didn't look like she was older. I couldn't get a word in. And as I am saying things, she's saying things back to me like, I'm like, okay, so you're not your age. Well, what else should I know about you? And she's like, oh, what are you, judgmental? Oh, you're a judgmental type person? Read some of these books on body language and what to do when you get stressed out. First thing is that before I used to blurt things out. I'm gonna just stop for a second. This isn't about calling anybody out. This isn't about me venting. This isn't about me talking bad about a person. I don't know what they're going through. I don't know what they've experienced when they were younger. I don't know what they're experiencing at this time. Could something have happened to them maybe a couple hours sooner? I don't know. I've said something that triggered them. Could I have done something wrong? I don't know. That's not what this is about. What it's about is that not every date is going to be a home run, for sure. You can take that from me. And that's what this mostly is. It's mostly advice on what not to do almost, like on a date. But my inspiration here for you is what to do afterward. Rejection does happen to all of us. And even though I feel I take care of myself, I take care of myself mindfully, physically, financially, creatively, and inspirationally. And I'm doing it on a regular basis. I'm meditating all the time down here. I'm sitting there writing in my vision room. I'm making content. I'm studying audiobooks after these dates. So what happens is that I'm in the middle of this date. Now going back to the date, I'm in the middle of the date. And as she's saying these things, I'm like sitting there. Let me just try to understand instead of judge. And as she's saying I'm judging her, I just asked her a question. And then it just kept on going rapid fire, rapid fire. I just said, look, why don't we just eat our food? Why don't we just relax? It's okay. I even said, look, I'm sorry if I said something to you. And then the date kind of calmed down. And then it went okay after that. We had a decent time. In the middle of the date, I knew it went bad. But what did I do right then? I had prepared for these moments. What did I do to prepare? First, I had taken time, years and years, to forgive myself, to not resent myself, to not say bad things about myself. I call it a self-self meditation. Self-self is self-sympathy, self-empathy, self-love, and self-forgiveness. Self-sympathy is self-compassion. I have compassion towards myself because I'm going to take action. I've been to therapy for several years. Self-empathy. Nobody sat me down and said, buddy, look, when you go on a date, somebody could say something to you and you're going to get mad and you're going to say something back and it's going to go bad. Nobody said that to me. Self-love. When I talk about self-love, I mean loving my limitations. I love what I'm not good at. I have understood what it is that I need to do to be better. Self-forgiveness, I've forgiven myself for the things that I've done. What does all of this mean? This means that in the middle of the date, I had prepared myself so well that when she said something to me, in my mind, implicitly, I did not get upset. I didn't judge. I didn't get angry. What I did was I empathized. I'm like, what did this person go through to have to say this to me? And then I said, okay, what are the books that I read? All right, let me just relax the body language a little bit. Let me just pretend I'm Michael Corleone. In the next 5 years, the whole family is gonna be legitimate. So I'm thinking about all these things that, like Vito Corleone. Hey, Michael, if you ever don't know, hey, Sonny, come here. Don't let anybody outside of the family know what you're thinking. Well, when I'm thinking about these things, just look at how calm, how slow the movements are, how relaxed they are. That really helped me reset. And I'm like, look, you know what? It's not worth it. I listened to an audiobook called So Good They Cannot Ignore You. In that audiobook, they said there's no way you're gonna ever win an argument. I bought into that philosophy. What I did was using the self meditation through this process I've developed called Mind Hygiene, which is a writing technique. I come back home and I write again. Remember, I'm not thinking, I'm not talking bad, I'm not complaining about her. I never said anything bad about her. I still don't have anything bad to say about her. I'm still wondering what I did to affect the situation. And some people could perceive this as, oh, you're being hard on yourself. Well, this is all I know. I live alone. I don't have anybody to talk to about these things. I do have therapists. She was telling me, she's like, oh, what, you're the type of person that doesn't like feedback? And I'm like, dude, thank you for this information. This is like a free coaching session for me. When you say these types of things on a date, there's nothing that they can say to you. Because I'm like, look, you're gonna tell me this. I'm a professional speaker. I speak on patient experience. That's why I'm concealing their identities. I'm not talking bad about them. I'm just trying to see what I can do to learn from it. I talk about communication with empathy as a speaker. I pay people to give me advice on things. I pay people to tell me what I'm not good at. So I told her this, she was like, what, there's nothing you can say. She was like, oh, that's a green flag. I'm like, great, at least I know something is working. Early date flop, my shoulders drop, just like I'm on a football field and I flop. I used to chase myself and I used to hate, but not today. Mind hygiene is evidence-based writing, self-compassion, self-empathy techniques. I'm better, I'm okay, still not hella great. L on me, I accept defeat. Embrace my self-limiting beliefs. I'm up, and away. With that said, make sure that you write, don't talk to anybody. And if you'd like to see what happened on my next date and see if it flopped, click right here.